Working the ball around now. Cunningham passes to Davis. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Holiday gets the bucket.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint. Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones.
A different look now for San Antonio. West comes in for Tim Duncan. And it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green. Pelicans leading by 15. Well, no way to argue it. Tim Duncan, Clark, has been a winner his whole career. He's sharp mentally, and he's got the great tenacity on the floor. Only the greats have those qualities.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I think media members still underestimate his will to win. You don't do what he's done without a real laser-focused approach. That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively, limit his easy chances inside.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Shooting for New Orleans, Tony Parker.
You know, interesting, guys, to illustrate Duncan and how he just wins. I mean, Spurs went 8-10 in December of 2014. That marked only the 3rd losing month ever for Tim Duncan.
Davis kicks to Ajinça. Back to Davis. 5 to shoot. Gordon for 3. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
And that stat you said about Duncan and losing months says a lot about both him and his team. I mean, he has been the leader of this Spurs franchise since day one and deserves all the praise you can give him. And Anthony Davis, growing up in the rough south side of Chicago, because of the violence, his father didn't let him venture to the playground. Instead, he built a basketball court in the backyard. This young man has come a long way.
And the Spurs with some changes. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Aldridge. Martin comes in for Leonard. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Mills dishes to Anderson. Ginobili the pass to Anderson. Now the dish to Martin. From deep. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Davis stayed around the game in grade school. He'd keep the clock, sell the tickets, even someone said sell nachos.
Humble beginnings, partner, humble beginnings. Didn't even dream of NBA stardom. Said he wanted to be a high school coach. Obviously, things have changed now.
It's stolen by West. And Ginobili wide open, he shoots. It's rebounded by New Orleans. 17 points was their biggest margin.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
Cunningham kicks to Gordon. And again, no good by New Orleans.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. Boris Diaz checked in for San Antonio. .34 seconds left in the third. Anderson dishes to Martin. West outside. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Cunningham. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Martin kicks it to West. 3 seconds left. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pelicans lead by 13. From New Orleans. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Pelicans leading by 13. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Down low, it's the veterans Diaw and Duncan. And it's Leonard in at the small forward.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And the basket by Gordon.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Great bully ball.
But they get it back. Davis, the pass to Pondexter. Holiday against Parker. Holiday attacking. He feeds it to Pondexter. It's deflected. Diaw with the steal. Parker dishes to Diaw. They kick it out to Green. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Green's got 4 points this quarter. Inside, Davis. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
It's really been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Marcus Aldridge just checked in for Boris Diaw. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
You know, he just, like every other coach, can't stand when the defense gives up points on the inside. And boy, are they struggling in there.
Yeah, well, they're getting pummeled in there. So you've got to figure out a way to make some adjustments to try to change that around. And that's why he needed the timeout.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He didn't exactly take it easy on them, saying, how much do you want it? Don't tell me, show me out there. We have to play better. We have to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
The drive by Aldridge. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That one on Davis.
And guys, remember, LaMarcus Aldridge last January suffering a torn ligament in his thumb, scheduled to undergo surgery and miss 2 months of the season, but he opted to tough it out and keep playing. And boy, how big was that for the Blazers?
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
It's Parker with the drive. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Yeah, they've brought the sandpaper edge to their attack, really fighting and scrapping inside. A lot of grit and grind with these guys.
Pelicans leading by 15. Oh!
Boom!
And nobody getting in the way.
Not at all. Major throwdown there. The solo alley-oop. That's not something we see too often.
Timed it perfectly, you're right, and caught the defense totally off guard.
Hey, guys, how about his coach? Looked like his heart was in his throat there for a second. Now, though, he's able to smile, more of a smile of relief.
Gordon goes in. Green with the block. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
For the Spurs.
San Antonio making a switch here. Mills is checked in. Double team on Aldridge. Green with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Here's Mills. Nice form on the 20-footer.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
It's rebounded by Aldridge. Spurs trail by 15. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
For New Orleans, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And Holiday kicks to Gordon. He dishes it to Ajinça. New Orleans moving the ball around. Rebound San Antonio. Duncan's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for New Orleans.
Clark, this was a physical game.
Yeah, but the awareness they had offensively to penetrate really was the difference.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Davis. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. West is checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Anderson, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ginobili in for Green. And so it's San Antonio with it. 17-point game. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator, but I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They lead by 17. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
Well, they're really just being conservative, making sure they don't make any last-minute mistakes, I guess. I mean, I have no idea. No idea.
Ryan Anderson. Tony Douglas. Norris Cole.
The 3 from Anderson. It's rebounded by West.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
Clark, no question who's been in control of this game.
It has been all theirs, fully in control.
Back to Anderson. Here's Ajinça. But they recover it. Second chance shot off on that one. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.